Hello folks, I'm PK. I'm back here today to talk about the World Cup 2018, the Russian Cup. And today I'm going to talk about Group H and the last matches of the first round. This Group H that is known as the Group of Death that has the teams of Colombia, Senegal, Japan, and Poland. I'm going to start with the match between Colombia and Japan. And we got to say that I think Pekerman, the coach from Colombia, has started making several mistakes, which I think ended up being severely punished in this match. The first mistake was to keep James Rodriguez, who was a phenomenal player in the last World Cup and played phenomenally well against Japan, and they crushed the Japanese team by 4-1. This could have a very strong psychological impact against the Japanese team. That was a team that was kind of in a losing streak, like achieving very negative results lately. So if Rodriguez could have been starting on that match, that could be like a tough way for Japan to start the match. It's known that Rodriguez is not playing 100%, he's not 100% physically, but if he had to start a match, that could affect the Japanese team negatively. And if that didn't happen, he put Quintero in the field, and the Japanese team started showing good soccer right from the beginning. Kagawa, who played phenomenally well. Kagawa has not been playing well. Today he was the number 10 that the Japanese team needed. He made a long pass to Osaka, and then he was right in front of the goalie with Ospina. And then Carlos Sanchez, the midfielder from Colombia, had nothing else to do to put his hand on the ball. He got the red card. He was ejected from the game. And in the PK, the Japanese team scored the first goal, putting 1-0, putting the Colombian team in a great disadvantage, losing the team with 10 players. And then the Japanese team kind of choked and went back, like started playing defensively. If they just kept attacking and put the Colombian team on the ropes, they would probably succeeded on the first half. They kind of came back, and the Colombian team took advantage. Quintero played phenomenally well in that match, like providing Falcao Garcia with great passes, and these passes are very dangerous, and they kept attacking at the minute 39. They had a free kick, and Quintero kicked the ball in a low way, in kind of a different way, and Kawajima made a tremendous mistake, a flaw from the Japanese goalie, and Colombia tied the match to finish first half 0-0. Once again, Pekerman made terrible mistakes, taking away probably the best player, Cuadrado, from the Colombian team, put Barrios there in order to have like a stronger defensive midfielder. Japan just punished that severely. Japan started attacking from the left side all the time with Unui, with Osaka, with Kagawa, and Nagatomo. And at minute 28, Osaka scored a second goal for the Japanese team, 2-1. He put Rodriguez on the field, but he took Quintero, who was probably the best player. Once again, Peker made another mistakes. So as I said, several mistakes made by the Colombian team, punished the Colombian team, who lost the match by 2-1 against Japan. And now Colombia is going to have a very tough matches ahead, like, the Polish team, the Poland play against Senegal, and Poland and Colombia were the favorites to win these matches. Poland lost to Senegal by 2-1 in a match that was a very tight match, a match in which both teams kind of lack midfielders to create plays. We gotta say the Polish team does not have a creative player in the midfield that could provide passes to Lewandowski and to Kuba Blažević up forward. They have a good, strong forward, they have a good defense, but they have not a creative midfield. The same thing you gotta say about the Senegal team. Senegal team has good players like Sadio Mane up front, has a very strong defense, but they do not have a creative midfielder, and that was shown in the match. Senegal had luck, I think, when Thiago Chonek ended up, like, with the shots taken from the upper area. Chonek touched the ball, and that kind of deceived the Polish goalie Szczesny, and with Senegal had of the match 1-0, came back from the second half. Same thing, a very tight, very tough match, and something very strange happened. Number 10 player from the Polish team, Krychowiak, made a long pass trying to put the ball back to his goalie, and on the right side, Nyang, the Senegalian player, just rushed through and got the ball and scored a goal, 2-0. Senegal had 2-0. There's nothing the Polish team could do. Krychowiak ended up scoring a goal at the head in minute 40 of the second half, but the Polish team lost 2-1, and now, just as Colombia, they're going to have a very tough time ahead. I think things can still happen for the Polish team. Nothing is finished, nothing is settled in this group. I think both Colombia and Poland still have enough talent to go on and move on and defeat their opponents in the next two rounds and maybe qualify for the following phase of the World Cup. Now, Russia is settled. Russia beat 3-1 against the Egyptian team. For the Egyptians, they have nothing else to do. They put Salah, who's not playing 100%, still is not 100% ready to play, but they have nothing else to do but to put Salah. But I think the coach made a terrible mistake in Egypt by not using Varda, who had been the best player on the field against Uruguay. The first half ended up 0-0 with the Russian team showing better soccer. Came back for the second half. And once again, Russia had the upper hand. They scored the first goal. They only took them like 15 to 18 minutes to just completely control and finish the match. First, Fatah scored against his own goal, putting the Russian team ahead of the time. And then Mario Fernandes, the Brazilian player that plays as a right fullback, made a beautiful cross. And Cheryshev scored his third goal in the Cup. Now he's tied with Ronaldo with 3 goals as the leading striker in the World Cup. And then right after that, 3 minutes later, Dzyuba received a pass again from Mario Rodriguez, put the ball on the chest and scored a beautiful goal, putting Russia 3-0. Then they put Varda on the team, and then things got a little bit even. Things got a little better for the Egyptian team. Ended up scoring a goal with in a penalty kick. By the way, this has been the World Cup of the penalty kicks, and the penalty was given to Salah, who scored a goal. Congratulations to Salah. That might be the only goal in the World Cup. Who knows? This is probably going to be his only cup, considering that who knows if Egypt is going to qualify for the next cup. But Salah scored its goal, and the Egyptian team lost 3-1. Things are pretty settled for the Egyptian team. They're out of the cup. And for the Russian team, who's definitely qualified for the second round. Now we only need to know who's going to be the first on this group, as Uruguay will play today against Saudi Arabia. I expect the Uruguayan team to succeed. I don't expect a very elastic score. I think the Saudis are prepared, like after they lost 5-0 to Russia, not to let something like that happen. But we gotta say, Uruguayan team is better. They have a very strong duo with Cavani and Suarez up front. They have a very strong duo, defensive duo, and the back there too with Godin and Jimenez. So I think the Saudis are not going to be able to score goals. The only doubt that we have is Uruguay create something in the middle. I hope they start with Sanchez and Rodriguez, and if they do that, I think Uruguay has better chances to score goals and win this match and then qualify. And then they're going to have to fight with Russia for the first spot. I think Russia has the upper hand. Then we have Portugal and Morocco. It's going to be the great duo between Ronaldo and Benatia. That's a player from Juventus. As we see, Morocco has good players, and I expect a good, tough match between Portugal and Morocco. Spain and Iran, man, I don't think the Persian Warriors will succeed against the Templarian Knights from Spain. I think Spain has the upper hand and should succeed and win this team and qualify as the first in this group. So that's all I have to say. I'll come back tomorrow with more soccer.